Right, Glenn, disappointing result on last Saturday. What was your thoughts on that game?
Like I said in the paper, really, you get days like that in football. I think we created enough chances to win 3 games of football. Barto said it afterwards. We didn't say anything else differently. I wasn't annoyed at the lads for that. We had some conversations in the changing rooms about some of the different softer aspects about attitude, about mentality and about those sorts of things. But as it is with the result, it is what it is. You get days like that in football. All you can do in there, write them off, not overly stew about it, not overly analyse it, and just move on, really. I think there was a couple of questions about the goal, but again, I think Dylan's been really unlucky. I think the one, obviously Connor Bailey's against Portchester, the one last week against Christchurch, if you give the lad a ball and said put it in the goal with your hand, you want to put it in a better position, and he put it. And then obviously the one which, from my view, Dylan was in a good starting position where we'd want him to be, a little bit high on the edge of his 6-yard box, and the geezers put it top corner. So
That's 3 and 4 games then, isn't it?
Absolutely. So again, I'm just a bit fed up of teams scoring goal of the season efforts against us. Almost dying for a tap-in against us than anything, but yeah.
Different venue today, maybe at the Abbey. Handball, now we're training.
Yeah, again, Elliot used to play for them, so he'd been in touch with his old gaffer over there, and he's still got a couple of pals over there. And I know they worked hard. Their groundsman Dave was there all day today, working tirelessly. It was good yesterday, but froze overnight. It was all. I don't think the temperature got above 0 till about 11 o'clock in Pompey. Handball's a little bit more out of town out that way, so it was always going to be touch and go. They feel that it was okay, but with this way, you know what it's like. This is freezing here tonight, so it was crispy under your foot, so it was always going to be difficult. And all the other fixtures in the league suggest that it's not an outrageous decision, I suppose.
Would you rather train today or played against Handball?
I think they were keen to play us. They've got a hunger to play. We've got a hunger to get back out. I'm hoping the lads wanted to right a few wrongs from Saturday. So there's that aspect of it. We would like to have got that done because it's a rival. It's one of the few remaining away games we've got now. But equally, training opportunities are few and far between for us. So to come down, we share on a Tuesday night with the ladies, which we're ever so grateful for Carl for letting us do that. So to get Neil and Barto to have an opportunity with them tonight and get some much needed time on the training pitch isn't the worst either. So it was, Kano asked me the question and I replied, I was in a meeting today and I was like, not fussed, and I'm sure he probably took that the wrong way, but I've explained why I want fussed either way, so it was good.
Good opportunity to get new shape, or
we'll be looking at a couple of things. We discussed, and again I've said in the paper, I think probably Stoneham would have a view that I'm being disrespectful for them. I'm 100% not, but equally I think probably most people would be going Porch and Horndean top 2. Stoneham aren't going to be far behind. I think they'd be expecting to push that top 2, but if not, you'd be looking at them in third. So then there's a big pack of us behind, pushing from 4th down to 8th or 9th. So it's a bit early for us to write the season off, but kind of with the season we've had, with the start being expecting to get into the JJ in October and then us still not being in yet, to be where we are, we're pleased with. But if we finish 8th where we were last year, with the season we've had, so it's probably a little bit early for me to be writing off with 20 games to go and saying we're just going to focus and already got our eyes on next year. That's not true. But there's a couple of opportunities for us, at least in training, to look at a few different things. I think the side I've always had was, like, until this season, I'd always played 3-5-2. We'd always built around that. That's the shape and the structure and the style of football I brought over from US into Monies. We had a few blips early part of the season, not necessarily shape, but more personnel to play that shape. So we changed up. But we've always had an aspiration that you need in games a plan B. You can't just go, we're 4-2-3-1 and that's the only way we're going to play, and if it don't work we're just going to stick with it. So it gives us opportunities tonight to look at a few things and in the coming weeks as well.
So what's the goal for the second half of the season then?
Don't get me wrong, I'd pull your arm out of socket to push for third or even second if it's possible. I kind of said that to the lads over the weekend. There's 51 points left to play for us. For context, we have played, I think it is 21 games with 36 points. We've got 17 games to go, that's 51 points. So you've got opportunities there to still get a good return. 2 cup competitions we're both in. So it'd be opportunities as well for us as a group to really do something. So we're not yet, as I say, it's by no means turning off and just looking at next season. There's still some real big prizes at the end of the line if we want to.
So